Thank you, thank you. Hello, everybody. So, yeah, we're going to have an amazing conversation. But before we start to talk about stock trading in markets and start owning a piece of the industry, I would like you ladies to introduce yourself. What about we start with Hala?
Hello, it's a pleasure to be here with you today. My name is Hala. I am a market research analyst at Xlence, and I'm looking forward to this discussion with you guys.
Thank you. Bhoomi?
Hi, my name is Bhoomi and I lead marketing for Moneta Markets. It's such a pleasure to meet you all and be here. I have been in this space for quite some time now, so IFX feels warm and I'm so happy to have the lovely ladies and yourself on the panel.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Perfect, and I'm from Deriv. I'm a global partnerships country manager, and thank you so much for joining.
Thank you so much. So we're going to start with the first quick questions. In 30 seconds, tell us, when did you realize that trading the markets wasn't the whole picture, that there was more opportunity in owning part of the infrastructure itself? Yeah.
Okay, so basically it clicked when I started looking at the market from the inside, not only from the charts. When you realize that whatever happens in the market, the brokers is always winning, you know. But as a retail trader, you will be, and as a market research analyst, I always noticed how traders behave, you know. So it's clear that, according to statistics, it's clear that between 70 to 80% of retail traders are not profitable on the long run. So having or being a part of the broker or being a part of the business can help them do so, can help them make some real profit. So whatever happens in the market, whether it goes up, down, sideways, there will always be profit for the broker. So why not be a part of that? Why not partner with the broker? So that's when it clicked that being or having some sort of partnership with the broker is the way to go on the long run.
Thank you, Hala. What about you, Bhumi?
Since time is of an essence and it is just 30 seconds I have in my hand, I would say that I have been from a strong marketing background, from Web3, from PSPs, but this clicked to me when I actually started working into Forex, you know. Working in a brokerage actually gave me a real exposure to it. And I remember talking to my mentor who's sitting right there, Miss Nahid. I spoke to her and one day she told me something that really clicked me, which is this industry needs collaboration to grow. Right? And this collaboration is collaboration with people like IBs, like affiliates. It can even be like a liquidity provider, your PSP partner, and the hidden black sheep, which is your employees. Right? So I think that's when it really clicks me that this industry cannot grow alone on its own. It needs people, it needs collaboration, and only when it works hand in hand together, we can make it grow.
Thank you. Perfect.
Yeah, so for me, earlier in my career, I did not just start from, this industry. I've been in hospitality, I've been in retail across Europe, United States. But when I joined this industry, what happened was I was always thrilled to understand the logic between traders and their strategies. Now that I'm at the platform side of things at Deriv, which is a 26-year-old online platform, I was very thrilled when I understood that people are actually making the real impact aren't the traders, but actually the people who are bridging the gap between people and opportunities. So that really fascinated me. And I was like, okay, wait a minute. You find somebody who has just influence and a phone, and then they build this six-figure business from just, doing different marketing strategy. So yeah, that's what I can say in more than 30 seconds.
Thank you so much.
That was perfect.
Bhumi, I'm getting back to you. You work closely with crypto exchanges, brokers, fintech platforms, and trade ecosystem. What's driving the shift we're seeing from people who once focused only on trading Forex and CFDs to now wanting ownership or partnership stakes in the platforms and infrastructure behind the markets?
See, the most underlying truth in 2026 is traders are evolved. They have much more access to platforms, to tools, to markets, right? And today traders understand business as a whole, right? I think the traditional trading notion and the mindset of how much can I invest has shifted to why settle for less when I can bring more things, more value on the table, right? There are a couple of components that really drives this force. One of them is when a trader actually knows how copy trading works, how signal providing works, they would want to be part of the growth infrastructure as a whole. There's a pattern I can make. I have been seeing, for example, I'm a trader. I'm seeing that I've been consistently making profits and my strategies are working good. So why should I limit my income only to my P&L? Why don't I become a signal provider, a copy trader, and start amplifying my income from the sources of other people's trade, correct? This is one thing. The second thing is IB models. Of course, this industry works totally on IB models, right? Retail is a long shot, but IBs are the short wins, which actually last long. If you have a community, if you have people who are following you, who are following your trades, who listen to you on social media, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Telegram, anywhere, why do you not invite them on platforms and get them on board, teach them, learn with them, and grow with them? So I think this components actually drives the force where people today not just wants to be part of the market, but actually wants to be part of this growth infrastructure as a whole.
Thank you so much, Bhoomi. And Hala, now talking about Xlence Global, from your research at your company, you see trader behavior every day. Are you noticing a change in how retail participants view their relationship with markets, from just trading to wanting a seat at the table?
So basically, there's a huge and noticeable shift. People are asking questions more about who's the owner of this platform? Something like how is the money flow coming? How's the revenue coming? Something along with how are we actually functioning, what we are functioning. So people started to learn more. And as she said, that people want to be a part of something bigger. Like being a day trader can actually give you, okay, let's look at it this way. When you actually trade, you have that dopamine hits, you get that instant money cash back, when you are winning, of course. And the problem is, it's only a matter of time until you mess up, And when that time comes, you will start like revenge trading. You will start doing something along the way of trying to get your money back, and it's not working for you. So when you learn how everything, like when you are the connection between people who actually trade and the broker, for example, as she said, as an affiliate or an IB or being a part of the infrastructure, it's more useful for you. And people right now are asking these questions, and they are more aware of the possibilities and the potential of being a partner. The thing is, when you are a day trader, it can be profitable. Like there is a percentage that you can be one of the few who make like really big bucks, But when you are a part of the infrastructure, whatever happens, you will be a part of that company, you will be a part of the whole growing and being a part of the impact on people. So basically, people are trying to be they are more aware now about that thing, and I think it's the way to go in order to make more money.
And I think so with the access to information and AI and everything that we have right now in our hands, it's easier to get more information, not only going to events, you can go online and start to research. And I think so the traders became obviously more knowledgeable about how to operate as a business, and they know they were just losing money, not just partner up, just having an affiliate link is not enough anymore. So I think so that's the way forward. So they stop going from that trader mindset. And this is for perfect. What is psychological barrier that keep most people stuck in that trader mindset when the opportunity to own a piece of the industry could offer them more sustainable returns?
Yeah, that's a brilliant question, I think, in terms of even starting to be a partner, because one of the most psychological barriers is illusion of control in the moment, and another one will be instant gratification. As we all know, when you place trades, mostly you get to know your probability of winning or losing. You kind of like get instant feedback, of course, depending on the duration of your trade. So that's something that is a barrier. There's a lot of things that you can do through ownership. Ownership requires skills like patience, understanding your market, your target audience, but these skills, they will help you at a later stage, right? And then another barrier will be the issue of identity. Most people, they see themselves as full-time traders, that's it. But they don't see themselves as entrepreneurs or ecosystem builders, you know? So they could be, with this mindset, you miss out a lot of opportunities in building, let's say, APIs. You build education that supports your clients, building your own network and, you know, eventually impacting your earnings. So these are some of the issues that you, like barriers that you can face. But the nice thing is now we have AI. AI really helps a lot through automation of day-to-day tedious tasks that you can do. It can run your marketing campaigns, and then you really focus on what truly matters. The marketing funnel is being handled by your AI, and then you focus on the strategic side of the business. So, like for example, at Deriv, we have an AI tool or partner that we use, an agent called Amy, and our partners hub. So it helps with the friction of the operational friction of things, giving our partners time to focus on what truly matters, understanding their clients, finding that pain point and addressing it, and empowering their clients. Because at the end of the day, you want to run your business up to a point where even though you are not trading, you are somewhere in safari there offline, you know you are generating income. You don't have to place trades for you to earn income.
Thank you, perfect. And you just answered my next question. You gave an example, but for all of you, you can just step in. Let's get very specific. What are the actual ways someone can move from being a market participant to an industry owner today? Like, give us one example from your area of expertise. Maybe we start with Hala.
So basically, the simplest way is to jump on board on being an IB or an affiliate, okay? I think when you start doing your own research and you ask about the revenues, you need to check with the broker that you are working with about few things first to see how everything is operating in the background, right? So to see if it suits you, it suits your needs. And when that happens, when you check all the boxes, you can start with an IB program, for example. And it's the easiest thing because basically you get rebate or revenue just from people trading using your IB or referral link, right? So that's one of the easiest ways to jump on board and being a part of the whole infrastructure and part of the... And when you do so, it's helping, not helping yourself only, but helping the broker and the industry in general. So the broker will try to sustain you, will try to help you to meet your needs. So I think that's one way.
Thank you, Hala. Bhoomi?
Hi, it's a very nice question. I would like to flip it as, you know, from a broker's point of view, actually. There's a lot of things that market participants can do, but as a broker, what are the things we can do to empower them? I would like to answer it in this way. So let me give you a real life example. We come across a lot of DMs on LinkedIn. We come across a lot of emails that floods into our mailbox where content creators, budding creators actually send us their community, send us their portfolios and tell us that how they can contribute to our brokerage by creating content, educational content, by creating content which talks about our brokerage, Moneta markets. And I feel as a brokerage or as the person here in charge, I actually go through each and every one of them, see which potential has the right trust where we can bet on them. And we provide them with platform, we provide them with support, we provide them with capital if needed. And to empower them more, we also, I mean, as Hala said very correctly, IB programs, yes, but there is also a niche of people who have potential, right, who are building, who are going to become an IB, a master IB, or maybe a great affiliate someday, but still at this stage, at an initial stage, they need that support. So as a brokerage or as a broker, we should support them, and we do that at Moneta Markets. So I think these are the factors that kind of enable a partnership-led ownership model where everybody feels connected to the infrastructure itself.
Thank you. Actually, I'm getting back to you now, Bhoomi. Let's talk about India. For India's new generation of traders, what realistic pathway exists to participate in platform growth without needing big capital? Because that's a big issue.
Yes, of course, that is a big issue. As an Indian myself, I feel super proud to say that India is a market of not just normal traders, but traders who are very digitally savvy today, who are analytically sharp, people who understand trading. We do not have limitation when it comes to options. We understand what good services is. Our services are, correct? But the only barrier people face today is capital access. Right? People have potential, they have talents, they have education, they have tools at their disposal. But money, capital is where things come, like, where things act like a stop loss. So I think that's where prop firm comes into the picture. We have recently launched Moneta Funded, which also contributes highly to the Indian ecosystem. Imagine, with as simple and as low as $36, a potential trader, a talented trader can get an access to a capital worth of $5,000, where you can trade, we bet on you, we take risk for you, you trade, you make profit, and you take an 88% of your profit back home. Right? We give you platform, we give you capital here, we give you infrastructure as well, we give you support, we give you everything, because we believe in your potential, we believe in your talent, and we want to empower you. So I think in markets like India, and not just India, I'm just generalizing the region as whole, I feel this kind of motivation is something that traders, new traders, upcoming traders, or even intermediary traders needs, and this will sustain for a long time.
Thank you. Now, actually, I'm from Colombia, I'm from Latam, so it's quite a similar situation. But I would like to ask, perfect, like for someone in emerging markets as well, Africa, Middle East, India, Latin America, Jack, what are the most accessible pathways to owning a piece of the industry?
Yeah, so I would say, just to add on, on top of what the ladies have said, I would say API, and you don't have to be a developer to come up with your own app that is integrated with our, our platform. So at Deriv, we offer that. What you can do is maybe you are good at marketing, you have the following, then you look for somebody who is good at developing an app, right? Then you guys become a coalition. So that's another way that you can collaborate, in this day and age. And sometimes with this AI, you can even use AI and do everything by yourself, so that you don't have to, to share, I guess, in terms of maybe your income. You just run your business by yourself. So that's another way that you can collaborate.
Thank you, perfect. Now I have something for you, Hala. Talking about traditional brokers. So traditional brokers are now offering equity stakes, revenue sharing, and even tokenized ownership models. How the brokerage industry itself evolving to make clients owners rather than just users?
So if the brokers, if any part of the industry wants to sustain themselves in the future, they need to help people, they need to help retail traders to be a part of the game. They need to give them more access to the industry itself. So as the ladies have said, they already said that we give the traders the support they need. We give them prop firms, stuff like that, copy trading. We teach them how to analyze the market, stuff like all kind of stuff. But the thing is, what people really need is money.
Yes.
To feel like a part of the company or any company is makes you, even as employees in any sort of firm, in order to work more for that firm, you need to feel that it's yours. It's your, like you are a part of a one big family that, and you have some shares in that firm, which is a great economic like school if you actually look at it. If you give the employees some sort of revenue or some sort of tokenized shares, stakes, they will work even more, even harder, just to be more profitable, and you will be more profitable in that way.
Yeah.
So when we give those traders some sort of that sort of revenue, they will own a part of the company and they will work for their own. Now they feel that they are their own CEOs, you know?
Yes.
And I think that's the dream, to have your own business. And in order to achieve that dream, you need to be a part of a bigger business, and then you will be on your own. So.
Thank you, Hala. Obviously, everything looks so good on paper, right? When you say, but when you come to reality, there's a lot of hurdles on the road. You know, yeah, you can be a trader, but you don't have the old overhead. You don't have to manage employees and all of that stuff. And also, you don't have to risk so much. So let's talk about risk versus reward. Let's start with Bhoomi, because you've been in crypto as well. So in the Web3 space, we've seen token crash, project fails, and ownership become worthless, especially with ICOs. How does someone differentiate between genuine equity like ownership and speculative token dresses as an ownership?
See, tokenization is a great enabler. If I have to be super honest, it's in crypto space. I think in Web3, the overall fundamentals of Web3 started with the fact where people knew that instead, if there are in the crowd out of 100, I'm so sure there are 99% of people who wouldn't be able to own the capital as whole. Right? So that's where fractionalization comes into the picture. It's quite technical words, and if I have to explain in very simple terms, example RWA, real world assets, somebody sitting in Dubai can own maybe 0.01% of a property piece in New York. That's fractionalization, right? So these kind of stuff in Web3 are the reasons why people in today's world, the traders and everything, is moving ahead and forward.
Yeah. Now, something for perfect regarding risk and reward. So tokenization is a way to do it with the, well, you just say Bhoomi, tokenization for the let's say communities is very good. But let's talk about trading. Perfect. And let's be honest with everybody. Trading offer liquidity and quick returns, but that means you have to lock up the capital, right? You cannot just have a free capital all the time. So how do you balance this trade-off, and when does ownership clearly win?
So I think that's something that is very important when you're about to start, right? And to be honest, yes, trading, you need some capital to start with. However, ownership, you can even start without the capital, but the results are slow and gradual. But what's nice is, at the end of the day, you need to have both the trading aspects and the ownership aspect for you to be a successful partner. Why am I saying that? If you are a trader and then now you want to become a partner, right? If you already know how to trade, you know signals, you have a lot of wealth to give your clients. So from managing thousands of partners, we have more than 117,000 partners. I have learned that those who are successful in the ecosystem, they have both skills. You are a trader as well as you are good at the ownership and, marketing, you name it, acquisition. You should have the same way we have a product life cycle. You should have your own client life cycle from prospecting, acquisition, and retaining your clients. Yeah.
And talking about retaining your clients, Hala, as a market analyst, you understand risk metric, which is very important to protect your clients. What should someone evaluate before choosing to own a piece of a platform versus simply trading on it?
So there are a few things that I believe that we need to check, like they are the pillars, I think, of any, if you want to do that transformative jump, from just a trader to be a part of the infrastructure. Clarity is the most important thing. So you need to check with with the brokerage or the company that you are trying to be a part of about their regulations, for example. Okay, if their regulations are sustainable and would survive what she said, the life cycles of the market and what's gonna, like, if anything happens, is their regulations strong enough in order to survive whatever happens in the market? That's one. Another thing that's really important to pay attention to is how the money flow, how our revenue going. Like, we need to see if they are quick and their payment solutions are helpful or not. Like, there are things you need to check before you be a part of any bigger project. So when you make sure that these things are already in your pocket, or like you have already secured that those things are safe, you can just jump ships, like you can do it. But before you make sure that these things, like you meet your needs, you cannot be a part of something bigger, right? So that's the most important thing, I think.
Yeah, is again, the risk reward when you are just, let's say, just trading, you don't have to think about other things like licenses, or you don't have to think about paying employees or paying software.
You only care about your withdrawal and deposit, right?
Yes.
That's it. But when you are a part of a bigger institute, you need to see how things are going from the inside. You need to have an insider look. You need to check if your broker actually looking forward to help all the users, not only the insiders.
Yeah. Now, I like to be very practical. We have 3 minutes, but let's be practical and give strategies to everybody here. So if someone in the audience has, let's say, $5,000 and is currently using it to day trade, what's your recommendation for how they could reallocate that to start building industry ownership? Anyone?
If somebody has $5,000?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yes.
She's happy. I think she got a client.
I'm excited about the question.
I have my referral link right in my pocket. I'll just slip it and just get on board. No cap, no kidding. But if somebody has $5,000, this industry has a lot more aspect to contribute. You cannot just make money with trading. You can make money doing multiple things. You need to identify what your potential is. As a marketer, if you ask me trading advices, I may be sucking. I may suck at it, to be honest. But if you tell me I give you $5,000 in this space, in this infrastructure, what do you think? How can you contribute? I would say $5,000. Yeah, that's it. Let's try to let's invest that money in building a community. Let's do some marketing webinars, seminars. Let's try to motivate people or empower people who already are good with trading. Right? That's how it should work. Right? We all should work on our strengths, and no matter the money size, if you work on your strength, you anyways will contribute to this ecosystem overall.
Well said. Perfect.
You make sure you give a perfect answer. I was not ready.
Okay, so let me just try to, break down the number. I have 5,000, right, hypothetically speaking. So we do not offer financial advice, but let's say, right? So what I'm going to do is I might invest $3,000 in my website and education. So courses and, all that good stuff and information, ebooks, right? And then maybe $1,500 towards my ads. And then $500 tools.
For savings. Could be, right?
Yes, and then now you see what works. You can always tweak, and fix your campaign or your strategy, really. Because at the end of the day, it's very hard to do acquisition. I'm talking about like from an acquisition point of view. So if it works, that's great. If it doesn't, we find what works.
Thank you, Perfect. Hala?
I think I have a different take. So if you have $5,000, you can invest and be a part of something bigger with 80% of that. But with 20%, because we are talking about being a part of the infrastructure versus being on a retail trader or your own trader. Keep on trading. I'm sorry, I'm taking your time.
No, it's okay.
Keep on trading because you need to sharpen your skills. You need to understand how the market is going. Everyone knows when you need to open a position, you need to have the right moment to be in the market, your right entry, right? So when you want to get it right, you need to check the historical data. You need to check everything that's been happening in the market before you decide which entry point is suitable for you, right? So when you are still on like up to date with the market and everything that's happening, you will be able to analyze what's gonna happen, right? So in my opinion, yes, do invest in 80% of that money, but again, keep on trading with 20% because you need to stay in the market. You need to sharpen those trading skills. You need to see how those candlesticks are moving, you know?
Thank you, Hala. And thank you so much to all the audience. We have to wrap it up, but thank you so much to Perfect, Bhoomi, and Hala for giving the insights. I hope everybody took some insights. I hope everybody took some notes or just take some notes with AI, and then you can maximize the knowledge of these ladies. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.